G'day guys, welcome to the round one review for Supercoach 2022, and well, this week we scored 2,285, which I think is a pretty par score considering what happened. I did lose, a game of rookie roulette in between Ward and Rochelle, which was a bit unfortunate, and yeah, defence was an absolute shamble, but yeah, 16%, I mean, it could be a lot worse, and I think I'm in a pretty good position. I have the very good rookies as well, so I don't have to make a few adjustments as of yet, but yeah, we'll start off with the carnage in defence. And when I say carnage, I don't really mean carnage. It's just some very average scores. So Jack Crisp, he's not a midfielder. But the problem is, I mean, you got Dacos, Pendlebury, and then now you got Maynard to come back. So I think that's only going to push him out of the midfield more. So if he has another stinker this week against Adelaide, which he shouldn't because it's Adelaide, but I mean, at the Roll, I mean, yeah, it's fairly possible. If he does that, there's a fair chance that I will sideways trade or correction trade him to Stewart because, yeah, this isn't really good enough and I'm not happy with that at all. Like Ridley as well, I think this one's not too bad because Essendon just got smashed everywhere. I mean, we couldn't win a contest and every time the ball went to Ridley, it was a 2-on-1. Yeah, Hawkins and Cameron early just got on top of him really well. And who's the other guy as well? Stengel. He was running off Ridley a lot and taking advantage of him. So, I mean, it just wasn't his day, and I'm expecting a response against Brisbane from him. So I'm not too worried about that. The role is still good, and hopefully he plays that rebounding, intercepting defender role, and, yeah, hopefully he can respond. And Jane Short too, this was very interesting. I mean, 10 touches I think he had outside of kickouts and still scored 109. So what does that mean? Does that mean he could play 15 possessions, like 15 disposals, and then score 130? I don't know, but yeah, nonetheless, I'm taking that every day of the week. I have him in the team because there's no Hawley, and I think he's going to benefit long term. So yeah, not too worried about Short at the moment. Still very solid selection, and as a result, could be worse. I mean, look at this shamble here, absolutely disgraceful. Whitfield, didn't see any of this game. I was in Melbourne watching the Bombers play, and I went to Melbourne City versus Victory as well, so that was a bit of a laugh. But yeah, as a result, didn't see any of this game. So yeah, high ownership, high ceiling. I'm expecting a response from Whitfield next week. Takes a lot of kickouts too, pushes up the ground, so very friendly role. But the man that got us out of trouble in defence this week was George Stewart. I did not see this coming. How can he go 131 and then Ridley a 68? Doesn't make any sense to me at all. But I'm really happy with it. I absolutely lost my shit when he kicked that goal. I'm not going to lie. I tweeted about it. I had to be honest. But yeah, it was almost like he was playing for Essendon and he's just kicked the winning goal to put us in the finals. And I've just jumped out of my seat, going absolutely berserk. So yeah, I love the Hewitt pick. Was a pod when I first had him. I think he's in a lot of teams now. I think he's about 30% or something stupid when I first selected him before round one. So yeah, not really a pod anymore, but yeah, one I'm overly happy with. Can he be a keeper? I don't know yet, but we'll wait and see. Playing a really friendly role in the midfield and doing great things. So, Mitch Hinge lost a game of rookie roulette with Paddy McCartan. That's okay. I mean, you can't really get them all, can you? Played really well in the first half, but yeah, extremely low time on ground in the second half. So, he can be forgiven. De Conning's out for concussion. So, this is why I went so thick in defence because I knew something like this would happen. These are the only rookies we've got outside of Gibcus, really. So, yeah, I probably used DeConnie as a loophole to get the best out of Hinge and McCartan, but I don't know. I haven't even checked the fixture yet. I don't know if I could do that, but yeah, I probably still have Hinge, but yeah, it's all good. That's why I've only gone one rookie in defence because of this bloody carnage we're going to have this year. I mean, it's going to be a shamble. So, yeah, happy to pay up there. So, in the midfield, Jackson McRae. So, he was actually my vice-captain, not Dunkley. That's probably what I'm going to do this week. So, yeah. So, I took McRae's 133 because I was super greedy last year, and I do admit that with the captaincy, I would frequently take... I mean, I would deny 135, expecting someone to explode. And in hindsight, probably could have captained Took because at halftime he was on track for 160. But I didn't want to take the chance, and I thought, yep, I'm going to VC McRae. got Ned Long here. I traded him in last minute when Hayes went absolutely bananas on Friday night. I thought there's got to be a way to get this score. So, yeah, in hindsight, got a loophole in. I think it was the right move. So, Tuke Miller, unreal. As I said, just tore it up. He and Rowell and Neil. I mean, the big four. Hopefully these guys can be keepers. Bit ambitious with Rowell. Can he be M8? He could probably even be M5 the way he's going. But yeah, we'll wait and see on Rowell. Really happy with all these four. And there's just not much to say other than the fact that I think all of them are must-haves. And yeah, if you didn't start McRae or Tuke or any of these guys, you're in a fair bit of trouble and you're going to have to correction trade or work out a way to get them in. So, very happy with these guys. Huge tick. But Jared Berry, on the other hand, 67, not his best work, honestly. Yeah, I didn't see any of the game. I was, at the soccer, as I said. So, but I know that he was battling with a little bit of a shoulder injury. Is he out this week? I'm not really sure. One, I'm probably happy to hold for another week if he gets up. But I'm very worried about that shoulder and someone that I'm definitely flirting with trading, maybe to a Luke McDonald or something like that. That could be an interesting one. But I am quite worried about Berry. But if he's playing this week, I'm definitely going to hold him, see what he's got, because still got another week to make some money. I do apologise about the computer fan as well. That's why I got the mic all the way back here. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's been causing me some havoc all day. So I've been trying to get a video out, and it's just been really annoying. So hopefully it's not too bad, and if it is, hopefully you guys can deal with it, because it's been annoying me all day. But rookies, Jason Horne-Francis was unreal. I mean, he looks exactly like Patrick Dangerfield and plays like Heaney. You guys have probably heard that before on other Supercoach platforms, but just from watching him play, just looked really comfortable at the role, and elite job security. Probably plays 22 games, and he'll get an occasional 130. I mean, he'll kick 4 goals and have 15 touches, really high impact. So sky's the limit with Jason Horne-Francis. Got to love this bloke already. He's doing amazing things. Nick Dacos, I love the way he responded. Had a really bad clanger. I think it was his second or third possession, and all the St Kilda boys got stuck into him. I think it was Ben Long or something like that. They just gave it to him, but he still responded, and a 98, really solid. We are definitely going to swing him at D6 and probably hold on to him as long as possible. So I'm more than happy to do that, because he's a supreme talent and already looks like Collingwood's best player, and that is alarming. His junior numbers suggest it all, averaged higher than both Rowell and Welsh. So we love Nick Dacos, high ownership, nothing else to say. And Josh Ward let me down. I should have seen this one coming. I mean, had the midfield to himself the other week in the Amy series, where he scored basically 130, I'm pretty sure. But with Titch and O'Meara coming back in the team, this is what could probably be expected. So I'm going to be dropping him for Rochelle. I think Rochelle's a proven scorer now. He has kicked 3 goals in 4 hitouts already. So this is an extremely unbelievable role that he's got. I mean, he is not just a crummy forward pocket that gets lucky. When he works for his possessions, he pushes up the ground, he tackles, he hunts, and in a down game, I think he's probably still going to score 70. He's an unreal talent, and I can't believe I had him on the bench. I had to do it for the long loophole, but he's going to be my M8 for the rest of the year, I think. And Ward and Stevens, not ideal from Ward, but maybe just a slow burn on the bench. Hopefully he can have a couple of really good games. I'll just hold him there and see what happens. And Stevens is going to be good cash gen as well. McDonald, a bit worrying playing forward, but not a field option, just an accumulator to make me money. Hopefully he can sell him for 230k or something like that in the long run. So I'm really happy with this midfield. I did the right thing dropping Steele. It felt dirty at the time, but I've accumulated so much value for my defence. I know that didn't work out either, but I think this is a structure that I was always going to go in the end. It was a smart option, and it worked out thus far. In the rucks, I know a lot of people had Wits, and that was a great move. He worked out. But I just want to set and forget. There's a little bit of set and regret in this as well, but I mean, Gawn, he'll respond. Gave away about 20,000 free kicks. I mean, it just wasn't his night. He got sharked at every single CBA by McRae, Dunkley and Baz. So this was a disaster for Max Gawn. He will respond next week. Absolutely no doubt about it. And Grundy, yeah, super solid. Dixon, hopefully he plays a few more weeks to make a little bit of money before Darling comes back. Easy opposition next week. So, should hopefully kick a bag. I think he plays North or Hawthorn, some bottom 4 team. I can't remember. But yeah, should be good anyway. And forward line, Dunkley, as you saw before, I am going to VC him. I know McRae is probably the safest option, but what I learnt this week is McRae is probably good for a 120 to 140. Just really solid every week, where Dunkley, I mean, he's getting all this midfield time, and he scored 117 against Melbourne, which is an extraordinary effort in a loss. So, against Carlton this week, I mean, he could go unreal. I don't think they're going to tag him. I mean, Hewitt's not really playing that defensive role anymore, so I'm hoping Dunkley can go like 140 to 150, and if he doesn't, then it's just a, last-minute captain of Tuke Miller, because he's someone that's just going to be unreal all season, and I really do want to captain him 1 week, so that's another excuse to do that. So, yeah, looking for a little bit of high risk, high reward with Dunkley, and if it doesn't prevail, just slap the C on Tuke, and you just can't go wrong, because I absolutely love this player, and I'm so relieved that I got him in my team. So Butters, unreal. Didn't see the game, but I saw the score, and I was very happy with that. Cornelio, 80, which is pretty bad for a premium, but for what we're paying, a bit of a stepping stone. Absolutely superb. So hopefully we can keep that up and make some great coin for us. I mean, everybody's got him, so there's nothing else to really say there. Will Brodie, gee, this is probably going to be the more frustrating selection this year. I'd never wanted to pick him, but I just couldn't afford McGovern. It was what it was. I mean, he's going to be okay. No Fife, so he benefited a little bit from that. He puts his head over the ball in the stoppage, and yeah, hopefully we can get at least a 90 from him at some point. I mean, he's a high scorer when he wants to be, and I think he's going to be a really, really good short-term option. So high ownership too, I think 40%, so it's not too bad. But Cherry's a little bit of a worry. Played a lot forward, a suspicious amount of time forward, actually. I don't know why they play Goldstein in the ruck. And, yeah, I don't know. 3 key players in North Melbourne. What are they going to do with CCJ, Cherry and Goldstein? I think, who was it? Who was commentating that game? I don't know. I can't remember. But someone was saying that they should be playing, Goldstein forward or CCJ forward, and then swapping Cherry and Goldstein a couple of times a quarter in the ruck. And yeah, Cherry went in the ruck in the 3rd and 4th term and played really well. So yeah, 79 for that price is unreal, but I think we can get a little bit higher with him. And then yeah, obviously Ned Long was my loophole for Jack Hayes, who, yeah, you can't see it there, 127, absolutely set the tone, had one of the great 3rd term debuts we've ever seen. You could really flip a coin on who was better out of Hayes and Martin, because I watched Martin live, and he was an absolute goal sneak, but before he hit the scoreboard and got onto the goals, his midfield work was unreal. He positioned himself really nicely in the corridor, got onto a couple of handball chains, accumulated, plays a lot like a sort of Zach Merritt, but the ability to go forward and be a goal sneak as well, which it's just unreal. If you don't have Martin or Hayes, you need to get them in probably this week, because they are field options, and I'll probably be loopholing Martin and Hayes every week for Long as well. That's why I trade in Long. I love the price. Hawthorn, they play most Sundays, and a mid-forward as well, so he can be a really handy loophole between Rochelle and Ward, and then, probably not Ward because they play for the same team, maybe Stevens, but yeah, between Martin and Hayes, going to be super ideal. So yeah, very happy with the way the team went. I did miss out on a couple of things, but it could have been worse. It really could have been worse. I have all the good rookies, and premiums are okay, but yeah, Crisp and Ridley are a short-term worry, but I'll give them a week, and yeah, hopefully they can respond very soon. But yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Really short and sharp for me this week, because there's not really a whole lot to talk about. Everything sort of went how I expected it to go. So yeah, hope your team did well, and yeah, I'll get to a rookie review at some point during the week, and I'll try to get on a DR for a bit of a sword play podcast as well if he's got the time. So, yep, I'll leave it there, guys. Hope you're doing well, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.